Chapter 1, What is Success? Longfellow said, "The talent of success is nothing more than doing what you can do well, without a thought of fame." Osborne, writing for the Merchant's Magazine, said, "Success in life consists in the proper and harmonious development of those faculties which God has given us." Another writer says, "Success in life is simply a right result from all the factors at work in the days and years as we live them, instead of a wrong result." All these writers are substantially correct. The youth who makes the most of himself is successful, though he may not become wealthy, learned, or President of the United States. A man with 5 talents and small opportunities may improve them so as to be of more real service to mankind than one having 10 unimproved talents. The former is more successful than the latter. Example more than precept, however, shows what true success is. We have illustrations of it in all the vocations of life. David Porter was a chimney sweep from Yorkshire, England. In early boyhood he was kidnapped and subjected to an experience of almost abject slavery. But he made the best of what he could not help, devoted himself to the business with great energy, tact, and perseverance, and at 18 years of age set up for himself. From childhood he had a thirst for knowledge and devoted every spare moment to mental improvement. Business and knowledge increased rapidly, and as dollars accumulated, he used them liberally to ameliorate the condition of boy chimney sweepers. He even wrote and published a treatise on the forlorn condition of the young chimney sweeps, appealing for help, and distributed it among influential people. By his persistent efforts and frugality, he amassed a fortune, at the same time establishing a character for integrity and benevolence that gave him access to the highest circles. He was no less a philanthropist than a man of business. Sir Thomas Bernard asked him the secret of his success, and he answered, by never having an idle hour or an idle guinea. He is an example of success in one of the lowest occupations of life. The late George N. Briggs, of Massachusetts, was the son of a blacksmith. Poverty forced his apprenticeship to a hatter at 14 years of age. Already he had advanced himself very creditably by giving every leisure moment to culture. During the 3 years' service in the hatter's shop, he never surrendered the idea that somehow he would be educated for the bar, and finally the idea was reduced to fact. Years afterward he wrote, in August, 1813, with $5 I had earned at haying, I left home to go study law. I had a brother living on the Hudson whom I visited in September, and then, with my trunk on my back, I came into Berkshire County penniless and a stranger to all except a few relatives and friends, most of them as poor as I was, and that was poor enough. Within a few years he became a leading lawyer in Berkshire, then an active and popular member of Congress for 12 years, and then, for 7 consecutive years, the beloved, model governor of Massachusetts, as good as he was great. Surely that was a success of no doubtful character. The late Amos Lawrence, merchant and millionaire of Boston, was born on a farm at Groton, Massachusetts. He began mercantile business in Boston when he was 20 years of age. His capital was energy, economy, tact, industry, and Christian character, and not money. He was not seeking wealth or fame. On his pocketbook was inscribed the text, "What shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Instead of making everything subservient to money, he made money subservient to character. A fortune was only incidental to the great purpose of his life. Once, confined to his house by illness, he sent a note to his partners for $600, in small bills, for charitable objects. A few days afterward he sent for more, quoting, in his letter, the following from some quaint writer, "The good there is in riches lieth altogether in their use, like the woman's box of ointment, if it be not broken and the contents poured out for the refreshment of Jesus Christ, in his distressed members, they lose their worth. He is not rich who lays up much, but he who lays out much. I will, therefore, be the richer by charitably laying out, while the worldling will be poorer by his covetous hoarding up." Lawrence was eminently successful in business. He became a merchant prince, contributed $700,000 to charitable objects during his life, and left a fortune to relatives at his death. There are degrees of success. There is the highest round of the ladder, and there is the round next to it. He who cannot reach the former may reach the latter. A young man may become a successful merchant, though he may not be a Lawrence. He may be eminent in the legal profession, though he may not become a Webster. He may make a superior mechanic, though not be able to manufacture a piano. Arkwright made the spinning jenny, but he could not make a watch. Morse invented the telegraph, but we had to wait for Edison to give us the phonograph. The French proverb says, "A man may shine in the second rank who would be eclipsed in the first."